Hey guys, what's up? Here is Max. In Dragon Ball Hakai, we meet a new Cooler, who thanks to Frieza's help, has evolved a lot, and has shown monstrous power in his fight against Vegeta. And Frieza himself has certainly evolved as well, as he trained with his brother. But just how powerful are Frieza and Cooler in Dragon Ball Hakai? Or rather, how powerful will the fusion of them be? Would this fusion be powerful enough to defeat Beerus and the Gods of Destruction? Let's talk about it in this video. Stay connected to the channel, and let's go to the video.
Hakai.
Before talking about how powerful a fusion of Cooler and Frieza would be in Dragon Ball Hakai, let's first talk about how powerful they are individually in this story, okay? First talking about Cooler. When he first appeared in Dragon Ball Hakai, he probably had the same power level as he had in his first movie, or maybe he was a little more powerful than that. Anyway, I can't believe that Cooler had at most the power level equivalent to an ordinary Super Saiyan. But after a month of intense training with Frieza, Cooler evolved monstrously, and in his fight against the 3 Demon Guardians, his power already exceeded 1 trillion in base form. We don't have official numbers on the fighting power of Dragon Ball characters after the Frieza saga, but all estimates that have been made by fans conclude that this power level of over 1 trillion is greater than even very powerful characters from the Majin Buu saga, like Mystic Gohan and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for example. But Cooler's power in that battle in the Makai world goes far beyond that because of his final transformation. And I think we can conclude that Cooler's maximum power in Dragon Ball Hakai Chapter 5 was already over 10 trillion units. After that, he trained even more, and in the fight against Vegeta, he revealed 2 transformations that make him much more powerful: the common golden form and the ultimate golden form. In his ultimate golden form, Cooler was able to fight evenly with Ultra Ego Vegeta, and in Dragon Ball Hakai, Ultra Ego Vegeta is probably even more powerful than Vegeta from the Dragon Ball Super, as he underwent extremely intense training in the anti-life dimension that put the Prince of Saiyans on the brink of death. I think we can conclude that Cooler's maximum power in Dragon Ball Hakai so far is slightly higher than Ultra Ego Vegeta's power from the Granola arc. And before we talk about Frieza's power in Dragon Ball Hakai, I'd like to say that if you want to see the Emperor of Evil fight in this story, consider supporting us in producing the manga. Only with your support will we be able to continue with the production of the story and move forward more quickly. Thanks to our supporters, Dragon Ball Hakai is continuing, but what we have so far is still not enough for an optimal production. So if you want to see a better manga being produced faster, support us financially through our Patreon. Even with a small collaboration, you'll be helping with the production of the manga and also receive some exclusive benefits here on the channel. To learn more, click on the link in the video description. Now, let's talk about Frieza. What is his power level in Dragon Ball Hakai? Well, we haven't seen much of Frieza's power yet, as the closest he had to real combat is against Pikkon, but the leader of the Celestial Guardians has shown himself to be far superior to the Emperor. But in Chapter 10 of Dragon Ball Hakai, we can get a sense of Frieza's power thanks to one of his lines. In this chapter, Frieza shows his golden form to Pikkon, and he says he is much more powerful than his brother. Remembering that at that moment Cooler was using his common golden form against Vegeta, but we also know that Cooler is more powerful than Golden Frieza when using ultimate golden form, which even Frieza didn't know. With that, we can conclude that so far in Dragon Ball Hakai, Frieza is more powerful than the common golden Cooler. That is considerably more powerful than he was in the Tournament of Power, but he is far inferior to Ultimate Golden Cooler and Ultra Ego Vegeta. Obviously, he's far inferior to Black Frieza from Dragon Ball Super. Now that we already have a good idea of the power of Frieza and Cooler, let's answer the big question of this video: would a fusion between them be more powerful than Beerus? Guys, if we consider Beerus from Dragon Ball Super, I would definitely bet on the fusion of Frieza and Cooler, since we know that in Dragon Ball Super, warriors like Goku Ultra Instinct and Jiren are already at the level of the Gods of Destruction, and even overcome most of them. I don't think Beerus has ever been surpassed in DBS because the series continues to want to keep him as an icon of power. So I really don't think Goku and Vegeta are more powerful than Beerus. But it's a fact that they are at the level of the Hakaishin, and I don't think even Beerus would have an easy fight against them. Considering the ultimate golden Cooler in Dragon Ball Hakai is more powerful than Ultra Ego Vegeta from the Granola arc, we can conclude that Cooler alone would be a considerable challenge for Beerus. When Dragon Ball characters fuse, their power is added together and multiplied many times. So yes, the power of an ultimate golden cooler and a golden Frieza would certainly surpass Beerus' power in Dragon Ball Super, and I believe that the Hakaishin would even be easily defeated by this fusion. But in Dragon Ball Hakai, things would not be so simple, since in this story, the Hakaishins have an extra source of power called Energy of Destruction, which is a kind of spiritual being that lives inside them. Using this source of power, the destroyers can get much more powerful, as we're seeing in Goku vs. Odisu. We don't know how much more powerful Beerus would become if he used the power of Energy of Destruction, but he would definitely become much more powerful and stronger, and I believe that using that extra power, he would be at least able to rival a fusion of Frieza and Cooler. Giving a final answer, I think in a match between a fusion of the two demon brothers and Beerus in Dragon Ball Hakai, I think I would bet on Beerus, since he would possibly be able to at least match powers with the brothers, but unlike the fusion, Beerus might not have a time limit. That's what I wanted to talk to you about in this video. Now I want to know, who do you think would win? The fusion of Frieza and Cooler or Beerus? And also say why you think so. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon to help keep Dragon Ball Hakai alive and also receive some benefits here on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget your like and subscribe to the channel as we become 200,000 subscribers. Until next time, goodbye.